start the eye by putting the light in the centre there, and just a little light in the area there, using a bit of white, and in there too. It's not as much as that, but I think it's a good idea to start the ball rolling with a lighter colour. Right. Now, what I'll do, I think, it's a little tricky this eye. We've got to be careful with it. So what I'm going to do is draw in, using my 181, the outer edge of this. And there. And be very fine, don't put too thick a line on here. And that goes into there, like that. Now I'm going to use the other grey now, the 233, fill some of this in. Not all of it though, Colin, like that. And then use the 233, go around the outside. So it's not very much, but that's enough of a light in there. This is going to be darker. And then I think I'm just going to build this up a little bit more. Minimise to start with, and then you can expand out. And this line also drops down here, like that. Over here, let's put just a little more detail I can see in the here above the eye. Right, and then below again, we haven't got very much here. That's why I said keep it quite small. Don't expand that too much, too quick. That's about right. And this is probably okay there. Now, where to go now? Well, what I've got to put in, above here, we got a little bit of white in, but there is a sort of bluey hue to this. Now, what I'm using is another new colour. I haven't seen this yet. This is 722. I was a little tempted to put blue in, but I don't think I will. That's the grey. Oh, and now I've got another new colour for us. This is 680. I don't think I've used it. Anyway, I'm going to use it here. And this is going to be a forerunner of a darker colour that's going in. And we've got black on the, I think I better do that as well. And there's a dark pupil, but I'm going to put it in 233 to start with. It must Make sure I don't lose that light though. And then this extends underneath here and there. And there's a little ivory. And 181. And 181 is the edge of the pupil there. And now we can cut in on this dark section there. I've got a darker colour to find now. I think it's going to be 186, I think. And 181 for the pupil. A little bit of white back. Gosh. And there. And I think what I better do is use my colour shaper here. Now, I'm going to clean this off. And I'm going to come inside here. I've got to make that just a little darker there. Now I want a darker colour still. Let's try this one. This is 670. Spot there. This is going to be finished with black, believe it or not. But I've got to be careful. And I think another colour which I'll use here, this is 283. And just make that just a little darker there and there. Gosh, this is one of the most complicated eyes I've done. A bit of light in there. And now the black. Sharpen the black up, folks. Now the black, as I said, nice sharp black now. Now that goes in, obviously, the area surrounding the eye. Like that. But we can also filter that carefully into the shaded area, like that. back over here. There. Now I'm going to use my colour shaper now to put some smoothness in. Put the light back in if I need to, which I'm going to in a minute, but you've got to have the shadow, you can't just have a sharp edges. See how much softer that is now. That nice bright bit there I like very much, so I'm going to make just a little more of that. And again along the top edge. Gosh, that's very close to the original. I'll bring the original back in a minute, you can have a look at it. Now we can put some white back in. There. I don't know whether I need it anymore. Maybe just a little bit more there. And my blue there. Well, my blue, it's a grey blue. There. Once again, soften the edges of the pupil. Now, we've also got to think about the surround. Now that's hard, so we've got to soften the eye. Now how we do that is to use colours we've used before. Let's put a little bit of this in. Just a bit of that in. All the way around. And put it in there. And especially there, because this is the colour of the hair. Expect to do this a few times, you're never going to get it right first time. And the other colour we've used in here is, where are you? It's not that one, it's this one. And this one. Shaper. Same idea as I was using in the eye itself. Softens. You can come back in later with the dark colours again or light colours again. What I want to try to do is pull some out. I might have to use a pencil for that. following the direction of the hair. See how much softer that eye looks now than it did before. And now the black. And this time we can be very, very gently and carefully pull back from the eye itself. They're not eyelashes, they are just fur that is darker slightly from that area. I wonder if we can put a bit of white as well in there, just to emphasise that idea. The same idea here. Black in the pupil. And a little spot which could be enlarged slightly, and I think we might put it to one side slightly, like that. That's better. I really don't think I'm going to be able to improve it any more than that. I'll fiddle a little bit more with it and get that right, but I think effectively that's as good as we're going to get. Right, so we move on.